This week's Total Divas goes to the UK. So you get a lot with Paige. They continue lots of storylines from before, where Alicia Fox is still opining over Wade Barrett. Meets Wade's current girlfriend. It's like, she's nice. But that doesn't stop her from the night before, with some little help from Natty, as well as Cameron, Jack and Jim, maybe a little bit of Jose. It's like, you need to go talk to Wade. Knocks on the door and runs away. And I was like, oh. First I was thinking, they didn't actually get the room number. Natty had to lean over and check it out. Like, what if it had been some random dude? What if you had knocked on the door, stood there, and it was our truth? Like, yo, what's up, Foxy? You want in? Alright, go. Or like Zack Ryder. But the big thing was, since they were in the UK, the Bellas wanted to take Paige out for tea. Paige, while being British, is not tea British. She's like, I want to go to a pub and get some fish and chips and have a beer. She's that British. She's not royal British. She's regular British. Doesn't like it. Kind of thinks that Nikki's kind of fake. After Natty was like, oh, well, they grew up on a farm. They worked at Hooters. They have a little falling out, get back together, and everything's happy. They shake hands. Everything's right in the world. Natty kind of instigates a bit and doesn't really want to show off her boobs. Naomi is kind of there a little bit. After Paige leaves the tea party, she goes out for some drinks with Lana and Naomi. I'm like, all right, well, Lana's talking in her accent. No Florida Lana. No CJ. Just regular, Lana. I'm like, alright. Worth a shot. Ava Marie, still training. Has to do a photo shoot. She decides to get some bruise photos. And her arm is just blown up with bruises. And I was like, man, she took some wicked bruises. But you can tell almost all of that is, and then you grab the rope and you brace the rope pretty much in this general area. So it's like, grab, pull down to the rope. Rope is abrasive. It leaves marks, it leaves bruises. That's why they used to do Tough Enough when it was all in-ring stuff. After a while, they'd show them doing this, and there's just big bruise right here. Because when you would go, you'd kind of, grab onto the rope, lean back into the rope a little bit, so it works this area right here, and of course top of your ribs, depending on how tall you are. So it would make sense. She posted a photo on Instagram, and it seemed like it was more snarky internet comments. They're like, oh, looks like your husband's beating her. When I read the little bit they showed, it seemed more like, it looks like dude's beating her. Didn't really seem like it was, with the we need to call somebody. But later, she was at a restaurant. A woman saw some marks, and those are handprints. If you need somebody to talk to, there is assistance available. And she was like, I'm a wrestler. And they had a little conversation about it, and, her husband's like, John's like, it's fine. You're a wrestler. This is what happens. It's part of the business. It's like, it sounds like a boxer has a black eye. No big deal. And she's like, you don't beat the crap out of you, Red. And she's slapping him. And he was like, so, to show you're against domestic abuse, you hit me? So, all in all, not a bad episode. They did show some in-ring work. They showed a sharpshooter. And I was like, hey, at least they're in ring gear.